ease on down the road. Come on, ease on down the road. Okay, I can't sing. But hey, everybody. So I'm going to do my review of the 1978 The Wiz with Michael Jackson. I had never seen this before, so shout out to Shelby. Thank you, Shelby, for telling me about it. I don't know why I haven't seen this before. It should have been a yearly event, like Charlie Brown or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It should be something that's played every year. The production on it was amazing. I was shocked. So I've got my notes here. I've got a few things I want to go over on this. For one, I got a new respect for the new Wiz, the one that I reviewed earlier, because this one, or the new one, is kind of a mix of this one, the 1978 Wiz, and the 1939 movie with Judy Garland. A lot of the costumes and sets had more of a grandiose feel of the original movie, but it had all of the stage production and great songs like the 1978 version. This one has a more urban feel, which makes a lot more sense for the 1978 version. It reminded me a lot of growing up in DC in the 80s. Had a lot of that same feel. So I kind of gravitated more towards the 78 version of The Wiz more than the new one, just because I relate to it a bit more. Dorothy in this one reminded me more of the Cinderella story than the Dorothy in the new one. She's basically like, she does all of the work around the house and helps Aunt Em with everything while the family is playing their games and sitting around. I am in love with Aunt Em. She reminds me a lot of the East Coast big mamas that I always love. I just want a big hug from her. I like her. I want to be cradled in her awesomeness. But this was probably the best thing Michael Jackson ever did, in my opinion. He was great. He was great in this. I don't know why he didn't do more stage. If he did do more stage stuff that you guys know about, please comment below and tell me about him. I'd like to see it. But I thought he did a really good job as the Scarecrow. The bumbling, and fit really well with his dance style. A lot of his, you could see a lot of his dance moves come into his bumbling and fumbling around. And I was pleasantly surprised. But what's the thing with the taxis? I don't quite understand the taxis. Now, is that supposed to be like an urban version of the Yellow Brick Road? But they don't use them. They actually follow a physical yellow brick road. So I don't understand what the taxis are for. But if you guys know that, let me know. What else do we got here? How do the women run in heels? I would not even be able to walk in heels. And they're dancing and running. And it's crazy. I don't know how they do that. The poppies. I didn't mention the poppies in the new Wiz. But, for both of them, probably my favorite part. Because they're sexy and delicious. I love poppies. Did you like the poppies? I'm sure you did. If you're a guy, being honest, as a guy, love the poppies. The music for the original production was better, I think. I like the funk. I like the funk music. I like the jazzy, more jazz and funk. The new one had too much R&B, I think. It was still really good, but I prefer that time era of music to today's. And that's just me showing my age, I guess. Richard Pryor, I thought he was perfect as the Wiz. However, they didn't utilize him. at all. And they kind of took away what the wizard is supposed to do. He's supposed to be the guy that tells everybody what they have. Tell the Scarecrow he's got a brain. Tell the Tin Man he's got a heart. And tell the Lion that he's got courage and prove it to him. But he doesn't do that in this. Dorothy sings a song that tells them. But they didn't utilize Richard Pryor that much. Maybe it was how he was during that time. I'm not sure if that was if that was before he got sober. I don't think so. So he may have, they put him in there, but they couldn't utilize him as much, maybe because of the problems he was having. That could be a possibility. But if you have Richard Pryor, try and utilize Richard Pryor more. But other than that, I'm just disappointed this isn't something that gets played on TV every year around Christmas like all of the other good stuff. I mean, we get to see the Wizard of Oz movie every year. Hopefully with the new Wiz, if it gets popular enough, maybe we'll get to see them both every year or so. You know, do a little event where you show the old one and then the new one. Or I would even have a marathon. Do the original movie, then do the 78 Wiz, and then do the new Wiz. Just have a Wizard of Oz marathon. But tell me what you guys think. Did you guys watch it? Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you on the next video.